That's a busy morning of news here for Boeing.
Boeing 737 MAX planes with defective rudders.
A warning has just been issued about some Boeing planes with functions that could jam during flight.
The Boeing 737 MAX just can't catch a break. The National Transportation Safety Board has discovered another serious problem with this troubled aircraft that could put pilots and passengers at risk. Two bird strikes revealed a hidden flaw that nobody saw coming. When engines get damaged, toxic smoke fills the cockpit so thick that pilots can't see their instruments. This isn't speculation. It actually happened, and the NTSB just issued an urgent safety alert about it. The story begins with two Southwest Airlines 737 MAX flights that experienced what seemed like typical bird strike incidents. The first occurred in March 2023 on a flight departing from Havana, Cuba. The second happened in December 2023 on a Southwest flight, taking off from New Orleans. Both incidents involved Boeing 737 MAX aircraft equipped with CFM International LEAP-1B engines. What happened next was anything but typical. According to Fox Business reporting, these weren't just ordinary bird strikes. The NTSB investigation uncovered that both incidents triggered an unexpected and dangerous chain reaction inside the aircraft engines. The bird strikes activated a safety feature that was supposed to protect the engine, but instead created a new hazard that nobody had anticipated. Here's exactly what happens when this hidden problem manifests inside a 737 MAX engine. The aircraft's CFM International LEAP-1B engines contain a load reduction device that activates during significant engine damage, such as bird strikes or blade failures. This safety feature is designed to reduce vibrations and prevent the engine from destroying itself. However, the NTSB discovered that when this device activates, it inadvertently damages the engine's oil system. The damaged oil system releases hot engine oil into areas where it should never go. This hot oil creates thick, acrid smoke that enters the aircraft's ventilation system. CNN Business reports that smoke from the left engine flows directly into the cockpit, while smoke from the right engine enters the passenger cabin. This is not just a minor inconvenience. The NTSB found that this smoke can become so thick that it significantly impairs pilot vision and decision-making capabilities. Let me tell you about the real incidents that exposed this terrifying problem. The December 2023 Southwest Airlines incident near New Orleans provides a perfect example of how dangerous this situation can become. According to Fox Business, the 737 MAX struck a bird during takeoff, activating the load reduction device and triggering the oil system damage. The resulting smoke was so thick and acrid that the captain reported having extreme difficulty seeing the aircraft's instrument panel. The pilot described the smoke as dense white vapor that filled the cockpit. Within seconds of the bird strike, the visibility became so poor that the captain could barely see his co-pilot, sitting just a few feet away. This happened during one of the most critical phases of flight, takeoff, when pilots need complete situational awareness and clear vision to make split-second decisions. The crew had to execute an immediate emergency return to the airport while dealing with severely compromised visibility. The Havana incident 9 months earlier showed a different, but equally concerning scenario. In this case, birds were ingested into the right engine of the Southwest 737 MAX shortly after takeoff. Instead of cockpit smoke, the damaged engine's oil system sent thick vapor into the passenger cabin. Reuters reports that passengers experienced significant discomfort as the cabin filled with the oil-based smoke, creating panic and breathing difficulties throughout the aircraft. Both flights managed to land safely with no injuries, but aviation safety experts point out that these outcomes were largely due to luck and skilled pilot responses. The incidents occurred during daylight hours with good weather conditions and experienced flight crews. Industry analysts worry about what might happen if similar incidents occur during night flights, bad weather, or with less experienced pilots dealing with the vision-impairing smoke. The NTSB classified this issue as an urgent safety concern for very specific and alarming reasons. According to CNN Business, Smoke in the cockpit is considered one of aviation's most extreme dangers because it can completely incapacitate flight crews within minutes or even seconds. Unlike mechanical failures that pilots can manage through checklists and procedures, cockpit smoke attacks the crew's basic ability to see and think clearly. The NTSB report emphasizes that many pilots flying 737 MAX aircraft were completely unaware that this type of smoke incident could occur. This lack of awareness makes the situation even more dangerous because flight crews haven't been trained on the specific procedures needed to respond to oil system smoke versus other types of cockpit emergencies. The smoke from hot engine oil has different characteristics and toxicity levels compared to electrical fires or other smoke sources that pilots typically train for. Bloomberg reports that the NTSB expressed particular concern about the timing of these incidents. Both occurred during takeoff, when aircraft are at low altitude with limited options for emergency landings. If pilots lose vision or become incapacitated during this critical phase, the consequences could be catastrophic. The board noted that while these specific incidents ended safely, the potential for tragedy was significant and unacceptable. The technical problem lies in an unintended consequence of what was supposed to be an advanced safety feature. The load reduction device in CFM International LEAP-1B engines represents innovative engineering designed to prevent catastrophic engine failures when the engine experiences severe damage or imbalance. This device automatically reduces the load on critical components to prevent the entire engine from destroying itself and potentially damaging the aircraft. However, the NTSB investigation revealed that this safety innovation created a new problem that engineers hadn't anticipated. When the load reduction device activates, it doesn't just reduce engine loads, it also damages the oil containment systems in ways that cause hot oil to leak into the engine's hot sections. This hot oil then vaporizes and gets drawn into the aircraft's environmental control systems. Flight Global explains that this represents a classic case of solving one problem while creating another. The load reduction device successfully prevents catastrophic engine breakup, which could cause debris to damage the aircraft's fuselage or other engines. But the trade-off is the creation of toxic smoke that can incapacitate the flight crew. Aviation safety experts describe this as an unintended consequence of innovative technology that wasn't fully tested for all possible scenarios. The current response from Boeing Airlines and regulators shows how seriously the industry is taking this discovery. Boeing immediately updated the 737 MAX flight manuals and pilot handbooks to include new procedures for dealing with oil system smoke incidents. According to CNN Business, these updates provide enhanced safety descriptions and checklists to help flight crews quickly identify and respond to this specific type of emergency. CFM International, the engine manufacturer, is working on a software update that would automatically prevent or limit the amount of smoke released when the load reduction device activates. However, this permanent fix won't be available until sometime in the first quarter of next year. In the meantime, pilots must rely on manual procedures to cut off airflow from the affected engine, but this must be done within seconds before the smoke becomes overwhelming. The Federal Aviation Administration has endorsed all of the NTSB's recommendations and is requiring airlines to implement immediate procedural changes. Southwest Airlines and American Airlines have already issued new guidance to their pilots specifying exactly how to respond to load reduction device activations. These procedures include immediate engine shutdown and emergency descent protocols to get the aircraft on the ground as quickly as possible. This discovery represents another significant blow to the Boeing 737 MAX program's attempts to rebuild its reputation. The aircraft has been plagued by safety issues since its introduction, starting with the MCAS system problems that caused deadly crashes and a worldwide grounding. Just as the industry was beginning to regain confidence in the 737 MAX, the door plug incident with Alaska Airlines in January 2024 created new doubts about Boeing's quality control. Now this engine smoke issue adds another layer of concern for airlines, pilots, and passengers. While this problem isn't directly related to Boeing's manufacturing or software design, it affects the same aircraft that has already faced intense scrutiny. Aviation analysts worry that the 737 MAX is developing a reputation as an aircraft prone to unexpected safety issues, regardless of whether Boeing is directly responsible for each problem. The broader implications for aviation safety extend beyond just the 737 MAX program. The NTSB has recommended that European and Chinese aviation authorities evaluate whether similar LEAP engines on Airbus A320neo and Chinese C919 aircraft could experience the same smoke problems. This could potentially affect thousands of additional aircraft worldwide and represents a new type of safety challenge for the entire industry. As the 737 MAX continues to face one safety issue after another, passengers and airlines are left wondering if this aircraft will ever truly be free from unexpected problems. The pattern of discoveries keeps repeating. Everything seems fine until real-world incidents reveal flaws that nobody anticipated during testing and certification. What do you think about this latest 737 MAX safety issue? Are you comfortable flying on this aircraft, or do these continuous problems make you want to avoid it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay updated on the latest aviation news and safety developments, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The aviation industry is constantly evolving, and there's always more breaking news to cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.